Good morning students, welcome back. Today we are going to start class 12 physics unit 1st chapter 3 electrical capacitance. So let's start class 12 unit 1st electrical capacitance chapter 3. Before starting the chapter we should know what is conductor and insulator. So our first topic is conductors. So conductors are the substances which allow the flow of current through them. Conductors are the substances which allow the flow of current through them. Current can be flow through the conductor. Example silver, gold, copper, iron, aluminium, etc. These are the substances which allow the flow of current. So this is called conductor. Silver is the best conductor among the all, but it is very expensive, so we cannot use silver as current flowing. So silver is best conductor among the all. Now second, insulator. Insulator is just opposite to conductor. Insulator are the substance which does not allow the flow of current. Insulators are the substance which does not allow the flow of current. Insulator does not allow the flow of current. Example, wood, because current does not flow through the wood. Glass is also insulator. Plastic, clay, etc. Paper, we can add paper. Paper is good insulator. We can say paper is good insulator. Wood, glass, plastic, clay also insulator. So these are the substances which does not allow the flow of current. So it is called insulator. It is also called bad conductor. Bad conductors. So, what is conductor? Conductor are the substances which allow the flow of current, and insulator does not allow the flow of current. Example, silver, gold, iron, copper, aluminium. These are the conductor. Wood, plastic, clay, glass. These are the insulator or bad conductor. Now, we will start electrical capacitance. Now, our next topic is capacitance, or we can say capacity. So our topic is electrical capacitance or capacity. This is the name of third chapter, electrical capacitance or capacity. So what is capacity? We know that when charge is given to the conductor, its potential increase. We already know in second chapter we already studied, if charge is given to the conductor then potential increase. So potential is directly proportional to charge. We can say potential is directly proportional to charge. So when a conductor is given a charge, then its potential increase. When we give charge when we give charge to the conductor, its potential increase. If more charge is given, then more potential increase. If more charge is given, the potential increase in the same ratio. So we can say potential of the conductor is directly proportional to the amount of charge. Is directly proportional to the amount of charge given to the conductor. If we give, this is consider a conductor, this is our conductor. When we give charge to this conductor, its potential increase. Potential, what is potential? Potential show the direction of current. When charge is given to potential to conductor, its potential increase. So potential indicates the direction of flow of current. When charge is given to conductor, its potential increase. So potential is directly proportional to charge, or we can say charge is directly proportional to potential. The potential of conductor is directly proportional to the amount of charge. If Q is the charge, Q is denoted by charge is denoted by Q. If Q charge is given to conductor, so that potential increase by amount V. Potential is denoted by V. We already know in second chapter. Potential is denoted by V. It means Q directly proportional to V, and we know that when we remove this proportionality sign, a constant comes here. C is a constant. Q is equal to C into V, where C is the constant of proportionality. This constant C is called capacitance of conductor, या capacity of conductor, where C is the constant of proportionality, called the capacitance of a conductor, or we can say capacity of conductor. When we can find value of C by transferring V into denominator. So Q upon V is equal to C. So we can define definition of capacitance. Hence capacitance of a conductor is numerically equal to the, this capacitance of conductor is numerically equal to the amount of charge is equal to the charge required to raise this potential of the conductor by unity. So this capacitance can be defined. It is the amount of charge required to raise the potential by unity. So formula C equal to Q upon V. This is the actual formula of C, Q divided by V. This is the formula of capacitance. So capacitance, what is capacitance? Capacitance is nothing but a capacity of conductor, because when we give charge to the conductor, its potential increase. It means charge is directly proportional to potential. When we remove this proportionality sign, a constant comes. This constant called capacity of conductor or electrical capacitance. Now we will start factor affecting capacity of conductor. Factors affecting capacity of conductor. Now factor affecting capacity of conductor. So our topic is factors affecting capacity of a conductor. So there are many factors which affect the capacity of conductor. The capacitance of conductor depends on the following factor. First is area of conductor. Area of conductor. We know that when area of conductor increase, then potential decrease. Then potential is denoted by V is decrease, and potential decrease. So capacitance increase, because capacitance is inversely proportional to potential. So when area increase, potential decrease, so capacitance increase. When the area of conductor increase, then its potential decrease, and hence capacitance increase. Second point, presence of other conductor near the charge conductor. presence of other conductor near the charged conductor. When we placed uncharged conductor near the charged conductor, then potential decrease and capacitance increase. When an uncharged conductor is brought near the charged conductor, then potential decrease and hence capacitance increase. Third point, presence of medium near charged conductor. Presence of medium near charged conductor. We know that presence of medium near the charged conductor, when any dielectric medium is brought near the conductor, then potential decrease and hence capacitance increase. Due to presence of any dielectric medium, electric potential decrease and hence capacitance of conductor increase. So in all the three cases capacitance increase because potential decrease. So these are the factors which affect the capacitance of conductor. We can say capacity of conductor or electrical capacitance. Now our next topic, capacitor. Capacitor is different from capacitance. Both are the different term. So our next topic is capacitor. Now our next topic is capacitor. Principle of capacitor. Capacitor is different from capacitance. Now our next topic is capacitor. Principle of capacitor. Capacitor is different from capacitance or capacity of conductor. So what is capacitor? Capacitor is a device. It is a device which is used to store large amount of current. It can be used to store large amount of charge. So capacitor is a device. It is a device which is used to store large quantity of charge without increasing the size of conductor. It can be used to store large quantity of charge like memory card in phone. Memory card is used to store large amount of data. Memory card in phone is used to store large amount of data. Same as capacitor is used to store large quantity of charge in the conductor or electrical circuit. So there are three types of capacitor. First, parallel plate capacitor. Second, spherical plate capacitor. Third, cylindrical plate capacitor. This is the symbol of capacitor. There are two plates. Both are parallel, so it is called a parallel plate capacitor. These are the plate, and between this plate and dielectric medium is present. So this is the symbol of capacitor. So capacitor, what is capacitor? Capacitor is a device which is used to store large quantity of charge. So now we are going to start grouping of capacitor. Now our topic is grouping of capacitor. So grouping of capacitor. So why grouping of capacitor is required? Because in market certain amount of capacitor is not available. If we require certain amount of capacitor, so we need to find some amount of capacitor by grouping of capacitor. It means in some electrical circuit, we required definite value of capacitor. We required certain value of capacitor which is not available in the market. Which value of capacitor is not available in market, then by grouping of capacitor that value can be got. That value can be obtained. So The grouping of capacitor are of mainly two types. First, series grouping. Second is parallel grouping. So, if we required 5 Faraday of capacitor, then it is not available. If it is not available in market, then we can obtain by grouping of capacitor. So, our first topic is series grouping. Series grouping of capacitor. Now we are going to start grouping of capacitor. So our first topic, series grouping. Then we will start parallel grouping. So consider 3 capacitor, 3 C1, C2, C3. C1, C2, C3. Consider 3 the capacitor of their capacitance C1, C2 and C3, and their potential will be V1, V2, V3. They are connected to each other in series combination. This is our series combination, and we know that in series combination charge, that is Q, charge remains same. Charge does not change. Now we know that V is equal to Q by C. This is the formula of potential. V is equal to Q by C. So then for V1 is equal to Q by C1. So V1 is equal to Q by C1. Then V2 is equal to Q by C2. V2 is equal to Q by C2. Then V3 is equal to Q by C3. V3 is equal to Q by C3. Then we have to calculate resultant potential. Resultant potential V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. This is the formula of resultant potential. Now V is equal to Q by C. So V is equal to Q by C. V1 is equal to Q by C1. Q by C1. V2 is equal to Q by C2. Q by C2. V3 is equal to Q by C3. Q by C3. Now Q by C is equal to, this Q we can take common. So Q can be common. So remaining is 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2 plus 1 upon C3. Then this Q can be cancelled with this Q. So 1 upon C is equal to 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2 plus 1 upon C3. This is the formula of resultant capacitor of 3 capacitors. We can calculate similarly for 4 capacitors, 5 capacitors, 2 capacitors. This is the standard for 3 capacitors. So when 3 capacitors connected in series combination, then this is the formula of resultant capacitance for series combination. Now we will start for parallel combination. So second is parallel grouping. Now again consider 3 capacitors of capacitance C1, C2, C3, and their potential will be V1, V2, V3. But they are connected in parallel combination. This is 1 capacitor, this is 2 capacitor, this is 3 capacitor. They all are connected with parallel capacitance. Now this is over C1, this is over C2, this is over C3. When we know that in parallel grouping potential remains same, and this is connected with a battery, with a small battery. This is our negative terminal and this is our positive terminal of the battery. Current flow through the positive terminal, current flow from positive terminal of the battery. Now this is our charge current Q1. So this is charge Q1, Q2, Q3. Now we have to calculate resultant capacitance of all 3 capacitors in parallel grouping. This is parallel grouping. Now we know that Q is equal to CV. Q is equal to CV. Then Q is equal to CV. For Q1, this is C1V. For Q2, Q2 C2V, this is C2V. For Q3 this is C3V. Now there is total charge, resultant charge can be calculated by Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. This is the formula of resultant charge. So what is the formula of QCV? So we can put at the place of QCV. Q1 is C1V, Q2 is C2V, Q3 is C3V. So CV is equal to, we can take common V is the common. Now remaining is C1 plus C2 plus C3. This V can be cancelled. So C is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3. So this is the formula of resultant capacitance in parallel grouping. When three capacitors C1, C2, C3 are connected in parallel combination. So this is the formula of resultant. This is the formula of resultant capacitor for parallel combination. So we will start our next topic. Now our next topic is parallel plate capacitor. So what is parallel plate capacitor? The parallel plate capacitor is made up of two plates. It is made up of two plates of any shape. The shape may be plane, circular, rectangle, etc., which are kept parallel to each other and are separated by a distance d. A dielectric medium is filled between the two plates. Dielectric medium means mica, wax, paper, etc. So in parallel plate capacitor there are two plates. The shape of plate may be circular, rectangle and sphere. So not sphere, circular, plane and rectangle, which are separated at a distance of d. This is the parallel plate capacitor diagram of parallel plate capacitor. This is one plate and this is two plate. Both the plates are parallel and the distance between two plates is d. One is positive, second is negative. This is also positive. A is positive and B is negative. So both are separated by distance d. This is the diagram of parallel plate capacitor. So the parallel plate capacitor is made up of two plates. It is made up of two plates A and B of any shape. Shape may be circular, plane, rectangle, which are kept parallel to each other. Both are parallel to each other and are separated by distance d. The distance between two plates is d. A dielectric medium is filled between two plates. A dielectric medium filled between two plates. The medium will be mica, wax, parallel. So now we have to solve derivation of parallel plate capacitor. So derivation for capacitance of parallel plate capacitor. Suppose A and B are two plates. Suppose this A and B are two plates separated by distance d. The distance between two plates is d and a medium of dielectric constant k. There is a medium. The constant of medium is k. Now we have to calculate intensity of electric field. Intensity of electric field in the case of parallel plate capacitor is given by E is equal to sigma divided by k epsilon. E is equal to sigma upon k epsilon, where sigma is the charge density. Sigma is the charge density on the plate and
K is directly constant, epsilon is constant of permittivity of air. Now we have to calculate potential. Potential is equal to intensity into distance. Potential is denoted by V, intensity is denoted by E, and distance is denoted by D. So V is equal to E, and what is the value of E? Sigma divided by K epsilon. This is the value of E, sigma divided by K epsilon into distance D as it is. Now V is equal to, but sigma is equal to Q upon A. This is the formula of charge density, charge per unit area. Charge density is charge per unit area. Charge density is charge per unit area. Charge density sigma, charge per unit area. So we can put what is the value of sigma? Sigma is equal to Q upon A. So sigma is Q upon A, K as it is, epsilon as it is, E as it is. And this is the value of sigma. Sigma is equal to Q upon A. Now, if capacitance of capacitor is C, capacitance of capacitor is C. If capacitance of capacitor is C, then C is equal to, we already know, C is equal to Q by V, where C is the capacitance of capacitor, and Q is equal to, C is equal to Q by V. Now C is equal to Q, this is Q by V, and what is the value of V? V is equal to Q by A. So V is equal to Q by A, K epsilon, this is K epsilon, this is D, this is D. This Q can be cancelled by this Q. Now this goes upward side. So C is equal to AK epsilon divided by D. So this is the formula of capacitance of capacitor. This is the formula of capacitance of capacitor. Now, if medium is air and vacuum, if medium is air or vacuum between two plates, so value of K dielectric constant becomes 1. So when we put 1 here, C is equal to A epsilon D. A epsilon D. So this is the formula for capacitance of capacitor. Now we will start redistribution charge of capacitor between two conductors. So let's start.